we are going to cut out and assemble a food truck. It does not matter which food truck you're doing. You could be designing your own or starting with one that already has some pencil marks, and then you would color it in with crayons. And your last step is cutting and gluing. So the instructions say to cut along all the black lines. So that's these darker lines. The gray lines or pencil marks, you're not cutting. All the straight gray lines are folds. So black lines, cut all the way around, and that includes these little dashes. So all these dashes. So I've got one that I've already cut, and you can see how I cut it through at these little dashes because these are also going to be folded. So now that it's cut, you're going to fold, and all the straight gray lines are going to fold. So you're going to try to fold on the line. Doing this carefully, always use two hands, one on the left and one on the right, and try to get each line folded right on the line. Now, you can kind of fold it in either direction because then you could fold it back in the opposite direction. You're not gonna hurt it by folding it too much. So if you fold it that way, and then also fold it that way, it will be fine. So don't stress about what direction you're folding. Start by folding on all of the gray straight lines. The design lines, either the ones that were on there when you chose it or the ones you drew, you're not folding those. Those are your images. This little guy, it's the one you don't have to fold. It's gonna be part of where you glue. But if you accidentally fold it, that's fine too. So folding all the gray lines, and you might be able to start seeing how this is gonna come together into a 3D truck. The trickiest part is the front up here because it has the most back and forth folds. And remember, it doesn't matter what direction you make your folds because you can always then make it in the opposite direction as well. Just get them all folded to start. After you've folded, I like to start gluing in the back because that's the easiest part. You can use glue sticks or liquid glue. I almost always prefer liquid glue for all my projects, but I'm gonna put a thin line here and a thin line here. Both those spots were marked with the word glue. I'm gonna fold that over and this over, and I'm gonna pinch it for a moment to let the glue set. Okay, so that's the back of my truck. And you can make your truck much more colorful. I just did a light coloring on this one. Now, remember I said this was gonna be the trickier part. So you're gonna figure out how you need to fold it. This is gonna go down, and then up, and then down. And all these little flaps are gonna attach along the side. So I can do a line of glue, a line of glue, a line of glue, all across this one side, and then press them for just a moment to let the glue set. And then I'll move on to my final side. There we go. Sorry, really coming together pretty quickly. So this is my last area. Glue, glue, glue. Press, press, press. And I've got a truck. Now you can add as many details as you want with drawing, but also with adding paper. If you want something on the top to represent whatever product your food truck is selling, this is the donut cut out from the donut sheet, but you could design your own. You're gonna make a tab here just by folding, and then you'll glue here and attach it to the top. So it has a little like a 3D pop-up sign up there. Totally optional. If you wanted to, before gluing it, you could also draw on the back side of it. So it's a double-sided sign situation. All right, so that's it. That is the food truck folding and gluing.